My name is Janet.
And my name is Marcus. And together we are
AfriRopa.
AfriRopa, yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, our audience.
How are you doing?
Fine.
The rain just stopped now, so
Yeah.
the sun is coming out.
Brightening up.
We're hoping that we will have a bright day today.
I hope
huh?
so.
Yeah. I wanted to follow up on what we talked about in another video, that is the NGOs, and we couldn't finish up with this video, so I decided, well, we can have another one. And just to wrap up what we were talking about in the last video, for those who did not see that, highly recommend it, go into it, watch it, yeah, but if not, then we were basically just exploring about the situation with NGOs here in Kenya especially, and what a big impact they have, not only on the people's lives that are benefiting from the work of NGOs, but altogether on the economy. Yeah, it's a major player. So they provide about 2.5% to the GDP, which is huge, yeah, in total contribution, and it's a lot of money, and they keep a lot of people working. It's about 40,000 working directly for them, and more than 80,000 altogether indirectly too. So it is a big contributor, and I just wanted to go into this a little bit deeper today. So you know, there is not only NGOs, or to be more precise, NGOs are not even named NGOs in Kenya
Anymore.
not anymore. For something like 2 or 3 years, they are called, what are they called?
PBOs.
PBOs. And do you know what that stands for?
No. Maybe you
I
tell
think
me.
it's something like public beneficial organizations. I think that's what it means. For some reason the government did not like the non-governmental part.
Yes, they don't want that.
They don't want that, so they want to make clear we have some influence in them, which in a way contradicts what they are for, because the NGOs, they provide services the government is not willing or able to provide.
And they're also non-profit.
Yeah, they are non-profit, yeah. And well, the government we are under here in Kenya right now clearly is profit for one particular person, but that's another
Story
topic.
for another day.
So for the NGOs, so the government said no, we don't really like the term NGOs was for the non-governmental, so we want to rename it as public beneficiaries organization. And indeed, they do have some control over the NGOs by the application process.
Is there something else called the CBOs?
There is CBOs too, but let's have a look at the PBOs first and what the application process means.
Oh, the application process.
The application process is a little bit tedious here, yeah, and it takes something like up to half a year until an NGO or a PBO, to be precise, is registered. You have to fulfill really some criteria, which I bring up in a text box, so please read. And it is to be approved basically by a board. What is it called? The PBO registration office or something like that. I will also put that in the text. This organization is approving. They are checking. Okay, what is the NGO going into? And if the NGO is going into things like inclusion, LGBTQ, fostering or furthering democracy, things like that, with the Gen Zs, then the government often says, no, we don't want that, we don't like that, you can drill wells in the desert to do some good there. Yeah, you can help farmers with new farming technologies, but please leave our Gen Zs alone, especially if they want to be LGBTQ leaning. We don't like that. I mean, in a way, it contradicts the purpose of NGO as non-governmental organizations, right? And if it is to me, the government should stay out of that. On the other hand, I can understand to some extent that the government says where it is political issues or furthering of a certain political agenda, that this is not the core competency of an NGO. The core competency of an NGO is to feed the people, basically, to help with education, yeah, and not to push a political agenda. So from that perspective, I can understand that a little bit, yeah. And anyway, since we are here in Africa, the LGBTQ issue here is something that is really not broadly discussed, or that is in general, people don't like that. So if some Westerner comes up here and says, oh, we want LGBTQ toilets for whatever, transgender people, that's being downvoted immediately, not only by the government, by the population, more or less. So that's how it is. And well, yeah, that's how it is. Looking a little bit more into agenda-driven things with NGOs. Do you remember, I mean, you are the generation and I am the generation looking back who remember US Aid for Africa, the multi-billion concert that was spanning 2 continents. Michael Jackson was in there too. And the song went, "We are the world, we are the children." So you
yes,
remember that one?
Remembers that song.
Everybody remembered. Probably not the Gen Zs; they might not know it. It was a big thing in the mid '80s. It's about 40 years ago now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they wanted to address a famine in Ethiopia, and so they were really big. They collected a lot of money. They collected a lot of money, but not everything went as it should have.
Oh, don't tell me somebody consumed that money or swindled them.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Were they trying to help the
80s,
Ethiopians?
if I remember correctly, there was a civil war, or there was a war with the neighboring country of Eritrea going on. And as it always is, the people in the affected areas, they really suffered hard. And so a famine developed, and there were really heartbreaking pictures on the news in the evening all over the world. It was just terrible. So these pop musicians, they said, I think Tina Turner was on there too, they said, yeah, let's do something about it, and we can get up a lot of money, we can collect a lot of money, and then we are sending this over there, and we will distribute it with our own US aid organization. That was the plan, but as it turned out, a lot of that money went to the Ethiopian government. And the Ethiopian government used it for what?
I don't know, tell me.
To buy weapons.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's how it was. That's how it was.
Why did it go to the same government that was fighting?
I don't know. I mean, that's on another page. Yeah. I don't know the background of it. I just remember vaguely that this is what it was, and because of that, yeah, NGOs and their work, the more broad-based, publicly it is advertised in the Western world, the more critically it is viewed because of that.
Because of that.
And probably also from the governments in the local countries, yeah, like in Kenya. They say, okay, if something like this coming up and there might be a political agenda behind it, and we don't want that political agenda to be pushed, yeah. So that was a little bit of a sidetrack now, yeah. So not everything is golden with NGOs or with PBOs, really you can say that. There is another form of an NGO, and you mentioned that already before, yeah? That is called, what is it called?
CBOs.
And that stands for?
Community-based
organizations, right, yeah. Exactly. Which is far more grassroots.
Yes.
Yeah, basically a CBO. You can start one by just, it's just like a club, if you will, yeah? So it's just a couple of people coming together saying, yeah, okay, we want to promote this and that project at the locality, yeah? So it is very local, that's why it's called community-based, yeah? And you basically need some, you need a president and you need a deputy, and you need a treasurer and a secretary, something like this, and then there need some supervisory board people there in the organization too. Yeah. And that's it. So you can register that very quickly. However, due to its nature, it is just very localized. So if you want to do something like in the country or in several counties, yeah, you have to go with an NGO. Yeah, there is another one, and I will also put that in a text box. Both CBOs and NGOs, they have their advantages and disadvantages when it comes to looking at the donors. Yeah, donors who really want to see exactly where the money goes and what happens to it. Yeah, they might fund a CBO. Yeah, because they have better control of what's happening there. And they know, okay, my money is poured into an education center for the poor in Kibera or whatever, yeah?
Yes.
So, whereas if it is an NGO, it might go into whatever projects, so they might not really see that, yeah? So that's the point with the CBOs and the NGOs, and they do have, the NGOs, they are appealing more to the big donors, also because NGOs, they have a name, yeah? Yeah. We just had some sort of a power outage, it seems, huh? Yeah. They usually, they have a name and everybody knows what an NGO is, yeah. So it's easier to find donors when you're to do fundraising, yes. When you are in an NGO, yeah. So that is something that is to be considered when you want to start an NGO, or in general if you want to know what the work of an NGO is, and what a CBO does. That's basically how it goes, So altogether, just coming back to the original idea, I do believe they do a lot of good things altogether to the country, and most of all to the people. I mean, they're not only active here in Kenya, they are everywhere. And let's hope that this is that this work continues into the future. So
how much does it cost to register an NGO or a PBO, and how much does it cost to register the CBO?
The CBO goes with 5,000 shilling, if I remember correctly, and the NGO/PBO goes with what was it, 13,000?
16,000.
Or 16,000, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, which is a little bit more. I mean, this is still, you know, if you don't have that money to start an organization, then it will be difficult for you to start fundraising. Anyways.
It's difficult, but you see with the PBOs you are able to go to many counties in the country.
Yes.
But with the CBOs,
You cannot.
You are centralized.
Yeah,
If you are
yeah.
registered in Nairobi, you have to only do the local Nairobi area issues.
I think it's not even on the county level, it's really at the locality.
The locality.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
But with the CBOs, I understand you can go to about 5 or 7
Yeah.
counties.
Yes,
And
yeah.
you can settle there and do, not settle, but you can do your work there.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.